Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Fitness Avengers show, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. My name is Tony Ariola, NASM Master Trainer from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you. So it's getting kind of crazy out there lately. You, like me, like many of my clients, might be struggling with sleep. It's a crazy time and it's hard to wind down and kind of calm down. And the problem is that if you're compromising your sleep, then you're weakening your immune system, which is not good. So today we're going to be covering the do's and don'ts of healthy sleep. And make sure you stick around to the end for some bonus tips, things that I've used with my clients to help them overcome any type of obstacles. So the first thing we want to look at is, where are you on the spectrum? How many hours of sleep are you getting? Are you getting 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11? Chances are you're probably closer to like 5, 6, and 7. So you also want to keep in mind how many hours you're getting on the weekend, right? If your whole everything's kind of changing and things are all kind of chaotic, everything's going to be all mixed up, and you're not going to be able to get a good amount of sleep. So you probably noticed me rambling. It's probably because I didn't get enough sleep last night. So I'm going to try to get back on my sleep rhythm and make sure that I'm able to focus for you guys. So the first thing I'll do is give you all these tips that you can help. But you're the expert of your own life. So I want you to take these tips and pick something that you can do for yourself. So it's something I hear about sometimes from my clients sometimes. I don't need sleep. This is what people tell me. But the problem is that that's just not true. As soon as we started tracking sleep with clients, their results skyrocketed. And it was almost kind of crazy that they were losing more weight. They were just happier. They were feeling a lot better. But the problem when you don't get enough sleep is that you're irritable, you're grouchy, there's weight gain, lack of focus, impaired thinking, a weak immune system, you age quicker. So if you're looking old, you might just need some sleep. Also, did you know that anything less than 6 hours of sleep actually equals a 0.1 blood alcohol level? That's crazy. So you're legally drunk without the fun. Sleep deprivation has actually been banned by the organization, like the huge human, because it's a form of torture. So it's not humane. So some people are even like depriving themselves of sleep and making themselves I'm sorry, just I wish I could start over, but it's live, so we're gonna roll with it. It's been banned as torture because it's actually hurting the brain. They're hallucinating. So sleep is actually known to increase happiness. So if you're grouchy and you might not be getting enough sleep. So let's think about how sleep actually works. There's sleep cycles that come in 90-minute increments. You get the first, second stage of sleep, and then you go into the NREM and REM sleep. So the magic sauce is in the NREM sleep. That's when your body is doing the healing, boosting its immunity, staying young, you're getting cell regeneration. All the magic stuff starts at NREM. But the problem is that you have to go through the whole cycle in order to get that. And if you're skipping 1 or 2 cycles per night, now you're talking about missing, so do the math, right? You have 52 weeks in a year, 365 days. If you're missing 1, that's 365 times, if you're missing 2, now you're at 700. And if you're doing that for 1, 2, 3 years, it just starts to add up. So what happens is that your immunity gets lower, right? You're missing all this chance to regenerate. But you're probably wondering, how do I get good sleep, right? That's the whole point of this. So the first thing to do is you want to start with creating your own sleep sanctuary. And that begins with a comfortable pillow, a comfortable bed. You want no TV, no phone. You want the temperature to be nice and low. You want it to be dark, quiet, and with a good smell. You really want to create that space that that your body knows it's going to be peaceful and it's going to be restful. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create that environment. If you're having a hard time with sleep, that's the number one thing. And if you don't create a healthy sleep environment, then you're just never going to have a chance to get good, adequate sleep. So let's say that you've gotten that. We've gotten the sleep down. We got a sleep sanctuary down. So you might have heard this term before, which is called the circadian rhythm. So all of those are just fancy words to tell us that when there's light out, our bodies tend to be awake. When it's dark out, our bodies want to go to sleep. So if you have these cycles, your body just works a lot better if you stay in rhythm. So you want to set a sleep schedule and stick to it. I know it's not fun and you're grown and you don't want to feel like you're grounded, but if you stick to a sleep schedule, I promise you it will help you get better sleep. Better sleep, more restful sleep, and more of that NREM sleep that we're talking about. So go to sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time, and you'll feel a lot better. That's why sometimes the weekends are hard, because we're changing that sleep rhythm. So if you feel off on a weekend, it might be because you're going to sleep too late and you're waking up too late. So make sure that you do all that stuff. The next thing is exercise. Exercise is huge. It's really important. It's makes you strong, but it gets you ready for sleep. You actually sleep better when you exercise. So make sure you're exercising daily. Avoid light, right? Don't get into light. Light actually wakes you up. So if you have any light out, if your room's not dark enough, then the light will wake you up, and that again gets your body out of sleep. A supplement that I highly recommend that you might think about taking if you're having some troubles with sleep is melatonin and magnesium. So melatonin and magnesium, both melatonin your body creates naturally from darkness, from when it's time to get ready to go to sleep. That's why the light's so harmful. Magnesium you actually get from your dark greens. So these are your like spinach, things like that. But the problem is that we usually don't eat those enough. So if you combo up magnesium and melatonin, those supplements will actually help you get to sleep a lot better and stay deeper asleep. So the melatonin you take about 30 minutes before you go to sleep, and it can actually serve as a sleep trigger as well to help you fall asleep quicker and longer and stay asleep. That's the goal. We want to stay asleep as long as we can, because the deeper we can go into sleep, the more we can get some of that NREM. And that NREM is gold. That's gem. That's going to keep us young, keep us fit, and keep us healthy. I'm actually 77 years old. Okay, I'm not quite that old yet, but still, I make sure I get my sleep so I can stay young and cheerful. Now let's talk about the problems, the sleep don'ts. So the first one is caffeine. Right, caffeine raises your heart rate about 6 beats per minute, which is great if you're performing an exercise or if you're doing something that requires a lot of energy. That's good. It's not good if you're trying to sleep. So you really want to minimize that caffeine intake to about that, maybe that 6-hour window before, because if there's still traces of caffeine in there, your heart rate's going to be up and it's going to be hard to get restful sleep. Now remember, we're trying to get to NREM. We're trying to get to NREM. The other one is alcohol. Alcohol also raises your heart rate, which is weird. That's why they call it a stimulant. So I know some people are like, oh, I drink my ice colds, have my wine, and then boom, like I am like knocked out. The problem is that you get knocked out, but you don't go into NREM. So you stay stuck in the lighter stages of sleep and you never get to that deep level where your NREM, where your body's completely at rest and your body's doing all its healing, building its immunity. You won't get there with alcohol. So try to avoid alcohol. Maybe weekends more fun, but at least during the week, try to like minimize the alcohol. You also don't want to take a shower or wet your face or do anything like that, getting you ready for bed right before you go to sleep. Now, this one's obvious, but still people struggle with it. When you're trying to wake up, what do? You throw water on yourself. That wakes you up. So you shouldn't throw water on yourself if you're planning to go to sleep anytime soon. So the best thing, if you're going to take a shower and wind down, you want to do that 30 minutes before. Take like a soothing bath so you can kind of calm down and get yourself ready to go to bed, but not right before. So now what? And this is where I think most of you that are tuning in, thank you guys to the millions that tuned in last week. It was awesome seeing that many people tune in. So thank you for that. We're getting to the troubleshooting part. So now this is where I talk to all my clients. Now we're asleep or we're trying to get asleep, and then we're just tossing and turning. And there's got to be some best practices to get out of this, right? Because we've all been there. I've been there. And I know, of course, a lot of clients have been there. So what do you do to get out of that sleep trouble? Well, the first thing you want to do is what kind of behavior are you having in bed? And I'm not talking about like the hanky-panky behavior. That's a little bit different. That's for a different show. Today, we're talking about what you're actually doing in bed when you're stuck in these spins, these spirals, right? We're like, oh, what's going to happen tomorrow? What do I do that? Oh, tomorrow's COVID-19 day. Hey, the pandemic's still going. Oh no, I got to do this. I got to do that. And your mind just starts to like spin about what you're going to do. And you get stuck in this loop. And this loop creates anxiety. It creates distress, and it really prevents you from going to sleep well. So what should you do? The first thing is don't move. When you rest, you want to lay down, you want to rest. You don't want to be like flipping around and looking for the right spot. Let me promise you this. If there was a perfect spot, you would have found it like the first, second, or maybe third try. Do you really think by try 10, 11, or 12, you're really going to find that perfect spot? Or you're probably just repeating yourself? What I tell my clients is, if you're tired, you just lay down. You don't lay down and start rolling around on the ground. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. So sit still, lay still, don't move. Next thing is that I see a lot of is don't pick up your phone, right? That blue light, that phone screen is gonna wake you up, right? Remember, it's gonna wake you up, so your body's gonna think it's awake, and now you're fully awake. So don't pick up and stare at your phone and start, my favorite post, I can't sleep. All right, cool. Well, obviously, if you're your Facebook posting and seeing how many likes I get or who sent me back, like, oh, that's too bad, I can't sleep. Like, how is that going to help you? It's not. It's just going to make things a lot worse. The other thing is to relax and enjoy. Think about how chaotic our days are, how everyone always wants something from us. People are pinging us, messaging us. We got to be here. We got to do there. Oh, sorry, you can't hear me? I don't know. I hope you can hear me. Maybe it's delayed. The internet's been kind of crazy. So for you guys that are tuning in, I'm sorry if okay, some people can hear me. All right, cool. Maybe it's delayed. I did a live show in the morning by myself, and the audio is delayed because I think the internet's gonna crash soon. But anyways, that's just me. So enjoy, relax, and enjoy your time that you're dead to the world. That's the best time. No one can bug you. You can just lay there and enjoy. It just feels so good. It just like disconnect and everything is like all groovy. So now say you get really stuck, right? And you're like, Tony, I tried it. This is what I get. Tony, I tried this. It's not working. All right. It's like, all right, I get it. It's not working. So if you get really anxious, get up out of your bed, leave the room, because you do not want to associate bad sleeping patterns with your bed. Your bed should always be the spot that you can relax and feel good about, that you look forward to going. I mean, I can't wait to go to sleep. It's like my favorite time. It's a ride that I get to go on every day. It's the best. But if you're struggling there, get out. Go to the couch. Go, read a book, something, or do homework. I wish I still had homework. That usually knocks me out. But definitely get out of that environment and then come back and then try again. The next thing you can do is you can try some sleep meditation. There's, podcasts, there's books. I listen to an audiobook that's on sleep meditation. And basically it's just guided meditation to help you relax and imagine this beautiful state. You just don't want to be thinking about processing. When you're getting ready to go to sleep, your mind should just kind of like be like drifting, not thinking about anything that you have to process, not making any any thinking, any analytical statements, or any analytical thoughts. Just be resting. And you know that what wakes up is light. So if you go to the bathroom, what we did is we installed a toilet dimmer. So in the toilet, we don't even turn on the light. It just, the toilet bowl just glows. It's the best. We saw it on Shark Tank. Rocks. It has different lights. But what happens is that you stay asleep. So if you know that you're having a hard time sleeping, you really want to try to stay in that state as long as you can. When you walk, try not to open your eyes. Walk so that when you come back, you can just fall right back asleep. And when you come back to try to go to sleep, See if you can remember your dreams. Remembering your dreams seems to get you back in the dream, which is great. Except if it was a nightmare, then get out of that one. But if it's a dream, get in there so that you can relax and not really think about what you have to do. And honestly, the best thing you can do is just experiment, right? Start with that sleep environment, get that sanctuary going, and start focusing on little things. What can you do to get a better night's sleep? And I promise you, I've in the 18 years I've been in fitness, this is by far the most important thing is sleep. Better than exercise. If you can get sleep, not only will you be happier, you will also be healthier. But it takes practice. So remember, you are the expert of your own life. I'm just giving you a bunch of tips, things I've tried with different people. Ultimately, it's up to you to experiment. Try one thing. If it works, then keep it. If it doesn't work, let it go. One that I hear a lot about is that I've argued a lot with is the TV, right? Oh, I sleep better with the TV on. Yeah, the problem is that it's a lie. Nobody sleeps better with the TV on. And you know that because your dreams are about, like the handyman or whatever they're selling on the TV that night. It's about whatever's on the TV, that's what you're going to dream about. So if you're dreaming about that, you're not really asleep. You're going to sleep deeper and better if you just turn the TV off. But I know that's a touchy subject, so it's hard for people to just get on that. And I mean, honestly, the best thing you can do is if you don't figure it out right away, don't worry about it. You literally have your whole life to figure it out. Every day, try something new, but get it figured out. I sleep with a mask, earplugs. We have a sleep machine. I got a pillow. Like my sleep is just dialed in. It is bomb. It is the best. I mean, I don't know what else could be better than sleeping like that. But anyways, reach out to me. And I will try to help you with any problems you may encounter. But sleep is something, guys, that you got to figure out, especially in today's times. And I hope you guys all stay safe, stay healthy. Sorry about struggling a little bit in the beginning. I'm obviously nervous. What gets me excited is to share my message with you. And hopefully you can take something away from this video, share it with your friends, with your loved ones, because we all need better sleep. We need to be better. We need to get healthy. We need to heal, and then continue to work on ourselves as we get out of this pandemic. And I want for us to come out of this thing in a healthy state, in a peaceful state, in a loving state, as opposed to everyone just being kind of fat, frustrated, fed up with life. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who's reached out and gave me some words of encouragement. I love doing this stuff. I love helping you. And tune in next week. Or I think next week I'm going to give you a little bit of a programming on your own. So workouts that you can do on your own, like a program that you can schedule. And take care, be good, and I'll see you on the healthy side. Thanks, guys. Bye.